Hey guys, it's me, Daryl. I'm back. And I know I say that every week, but I really mean it this time. I am back. I was not here last week. I think it's the first show that I have missed in 35, 38 weeks, something like that. And I bring that up because we talk about consistency. But I am back. I'm excited to be talking to you. And the reason I missed last week is I was at the beach. So I got out of Louisville, I got out of the office, I got away from the phone and the computer, and I spent some time with my family. It was the longest trip we've taken with our kids, and it was incredible. It was a great time had by all. But I'm back. I'm excited, I'm energized, I'm recharged, and I am ready to do this thing. And I miss you guys. I miss talking to you. I miss these videos. I miss talking to my clients, but it was time well spent. So, speaking of me being away, what about you? The topic for today is going to be all about unplugging. And my question for you is what are some ways that you have found to unplug from your business, from the daily grind that we all find ourselves in at times? What are some ways that you unplug? Big ways, little ways? Hit the comments and let us know. And I really want you all to drop these thoughts. Whether you're watching this live or recorded, I want you to drop the thoughts in the comments because there may be something you're doing that another entrepreneur, another leader, another professional may have never thought about. It may have never crossed our minds. So by sharing what works for us, we may be able to impact people that some that we know and possibly some people that we don't even know. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Daryl Sweeney and I am a professional coach. I work with entrepreneurs, leaders, and ambitious professionals to build the life and the businesses that they really want. And here's the thing, only you can define that. There's no book that will tell you what you should want. There's no person that can tell you what you should want. Only you know what you want your business and what you want your life to look like. And I'm a guy that partners with you to help you achieve it, to help you get there. So, the topic today, I already mentioned finding time to unplug. And I wanted to bring this up because honestly, I've been an entrepreneur my entire life, and this is not something that I've always been great at. And if you are anything like me or the clients that I serve, this is probably not something you're great at either. How do we unplug? How do we break away from our business in meaningful ways? So I want to talk about that a little bit today. Right? And there are lots of different ways, there are lots of different types of unplugging. And I thought we'd start with the big unplug, probably because it's top of mind, and I just did that. I left, I was gone for a week. Right? So when I say the big unplug, I mean, where are those opportunities for you to just break away, to get away from the business for a week and maybe longer? Maybe it's 2 weeks, maybe it's a month. But what are some ways? How do you do that in your business? Right? And if we're being honest, a lot of us don't. We just don't. We know that we'll take the vacation when we reach our sales goals. We'll find time to get away once the business hits a certain level, once I hire a certain team, right? We have all these factors, all these filters that all these benchmarks we have to pass before we're willing to take that break in our businesses, before we're willing to step away, especially for these big unplugs, these longer periods of time. I'm here to tell you that I think you're doing your business a disservice, right? Because when we can unplug for a week or longer, we come back rejuvenated, we come back re-energized, we come back relaxed, right? But more importantly than all of those things is I think by doing the big unplugs, it gives us an opportunity to reconnect with our why. So what do I mean by that? I spent a week with my family. So much of the way I've structured my life and the way I've structured my business is so that I can be present with my family, present with my kids. The reality is, it doesn't always work out perfectly. There are nights that I'm on calls or in meetings or have to be away. There are events that I have to attend or speak or present at, right? And it's taking me away. So I'm not always able to be as present as I want to be. But this past week, we spent time in the pool. We spent time at the beach. We rented a boat and we're out looking at dolphins. I got to see my kids in such fun, new, and unique ways because I got to spend a whole week with them. And here's the thing, I didn't cheat my why. I didn't cheat my kids and my family by being on my phone, by staying connected to the office, by reading emails all the time. Now, for some of you, doing those things actually makes it easier to commit to time with your family, it makes it easier to be present. That's not the case for me. So, this is not me telling you definitely don't do those things. This is telling me whatever it takes to truly unplug. If that means you need to check your email in the mornings while on vacation and then put it away for the rest of the day, whatever works for you, where you can truly live into the commitment of your why, of your family, of your business, of your relaxation, of your reflection, whatever your why is, and you getting away and committing that time, figure out what that looks like and do those things. The other thing I like about these big breaks is it tests the foundation of our business. It gives us an opportunity to see how well things go when we're not there. For a lot of entrepreneurs and leaders, we feel like the team is dependent on our presence. We feel like the business will fall apart if we're not there. So being gone from a week lets you test that. And chances are you're going to come back and figure out that everything's still running, everything's still clicking. Right? You guys probably didn't even realize that I didn't send an email last week. You probably weren't sitting on Facebook at 12:05 on Wednesday saying, "Where is Daryl? Where is his video?" Right? You probably didn't even think about it. Right? The same is probably true for your business. And in the places it's not, being gone for a week or longer will expose some of the cracks, some of the leaks in the foundation, and allow you to build systems, to reassign priorities, to figure out how to make it a little bit easier for you to break away from the business and it not be so dependent on you, which is great for all of us and great for our businesses. So that's the big unplug. That's being gone for a week or longer. But what about the little unplugs? Here's something that I find a lot of us don't think about. Right? A lot of us, because we have kids, because our wives make us or our husbands make us, we take the big trips. We'll get away for a week. But what about the daily unplugs? What about finding time in our days, in our weeks, on an ongoing basis to unplug, even if for a moment? So I'll tell you a quick story. I'm working with a guy who is an incredible entrepreneur, one of the most creative, incredible guys that I work with. He has built a fabulous business. But in talking to him, he believes that this business is so dependent on him that he can never get away. He can never unplug. So he feels like he has to be there. He has over 100 people working with him. He feels like he has to be there for whatever anybody may need throughout the day. He feels like that he has to be the first one into the office and the last one to leave. Otherwise, the employees might think he's not working as hard as they are, that he's not putting in the time and the effort that they are. So we've been working a lot on that. And here's the reality. Here's what's fascinating about him. His gift to his business, the thing that makes him special is his creativity, his innovation, his creative problem solving. But when he's mired in the day to day, he gets run down. He's focusing on micro problems and he's not able to tap into that creativity that the business so desperately needs. What I'm talking about is a piece that only he can give. It's not something that everybody on the team can offer. That's his role. That's what the business needs from him. But because he's run down, because he's answering every little thing that comes up, because he never gets a chance to recharge, he's run down and the business doesn't get the benefit of that creativity. So one of his solutions not long ago was, man, I really want to if I could just go to the gym for an hour or an hour and a half, that would free me up in so many ways. That would allow me to recharge. The gym recharges me. It energizes me and it makes me ready. It makes me feel like I can tackle anything. And once we figured out how to start implementing that in his day and he started executing that plan, he's showing up in better, stronger, and more powerful ways in his business than he was before. He has more to give to his employees, not less. He has more to give to his clients, not less. Right? And I'm willing to bet that finding small ways to unplug will do the same for you. Whether it's the gym, whether it's 5 minutes of meditation, whether it's a nap, whatever that small daily unplug is for you, figure out ways to incorporate it into your business. Right? So many of us put ourselves last. Right? We put our team, we put our clients, right? We put our partners, we put everybody else's needs in front of ours, and we run ourselves down, we wear ourselves out. So finding these little unplugs every single day, I guarantee you will be more impactful, help you be more efficient, and drive more results in your business than by not doing it. And it feels counterintuitive because it sounds like, well, if I just keep working, I'll get more done. But that's not the case. So I challenge you to try it. So the takeaway is find time to unplug. Find time for the big unplug to reconnect with your why. Find time for the daily unplugs to relax, re-energize, rejuvenate yourself so that you can show up more powerfully in your business. Because you, your team, and your business will be better off if you do. You're actually hurting all three when you don't. So find the time to unplug. So the question simply becomes this. What is something you can do this week to unplug? We're not kicking the can down the road. We're not talking about planning a big vacation, planning the week off. Yes, sure, I want you to do those things. But what is something you can do this week in your business, today, tomorrow, to unplug and start to put some of these principles into practice? So I would love for you to hit the comments. Let me know what's working for you. Let me know new ideas you may have. Let me know, let other people know, share with the community so that we can all get better together. So hopefully this video was helpful for you. Hopefully you heard something that you can take and apply. Hopefully you feel an urge, you feel that voice in your head telling you to unplug so you can show up even better, even more powerfully and more effectively in your business. And if you did, or if there's somebody in your organization or somebody you know who could find value in this message, tag them in the comments, share the video. I appreciate all of those things. It not only helps the people you care about, it helps me as well. And for those of you not subscribed, hit my website at darrellsweeney.com. Make sure you're subscribed so that you get my emails. You get information on the events I have coming up and the things I release. So make sure you're on that list. Lastly, the Clubhouse experiment is still going strong. So if you are on Clubhouse, please join me and my good friend Christina. She is another coach as we jump into the expansion experiment. So we do it every Friday. Well, for now we're trying it on Fridays. We're playing around dates and times, but for this week we're doing it Friday at 1:30. So if you're on Clubhouse, check us out there. I will drop a link in the comments. And guys, I hope you all have an incredible week. I hope that for those of you who have recently unplugged, you've been able to seamlessly integrate back in and you feel that energy, that rejuvenation, that relaxation, and it's paying huge dividends for you. Talk to you guys next week.